Game 2 of the Western Conference semifinals between the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they were hosting the Denver Nuggets for Game 2. And the Thunder absolutely destroyed the Nuggets, not even close. The Thunder shot 56% from the field, 44% from three, and almost 92% from free throw. 33 of 36. They out-rebounded the Nuggets. I think they were +6 on that side. They had almost double the assists. They had less than half the turnovers. They just played a better game. And because they played so well, they were able to rest their starters and give some of the bench guys some run and some minutes. And Denver just didn't have it, man. They opened up the game with a defense that just wasn't able to do anything to the Thunder. All right, so the Nuggets shot about 38% from the field, 40% from three, 78% from free throw. They got out-rebounded. All right, I spoke to the turnovers and those problems. But even just the individual efforts, you just really didn't get much to kind of get things going. And the game was kind of out of hand pretty quick. So looking at some of those numbers, the Thunder scored 45 points in the first quarter. That's just too much. And to only be able to score 21 as the Nuggets, I mean, you put yourself in a 24-point deficit to start the game. So the urgency in the second quarter has to be, we've got to hold these guys in the second quarter. We've got to lock in defensively if we want a chance to win this game. And they gave up 42 points in the second quarter. So it didn't get any better. 40-plus points in the first half in both quarters puts it at an 87-point first half for the OKC Thunder. And even though the Nuggets scored points in the second quarter, their defense still couldn't do anything to stop the Thunder. And then in the third quarter, starting the second half, the Thunder scored 37 points, and the Nuggets were only able to salvage 20. So the offense for the Nuggets was very mid in most of the game, outside of the second quarter, and then their defense was just non-existent, and they couldn't do anything to stop the Thunder. All right, looking at some of the box score items, the guys from the Thunder squad, I would say very balanced, right? And of course, they brought in a lot of the bench to log some minutes. So you'll see the Cason Wallaces, the Aaron Wiggins, you'll see them in the double-digit minutes section. Isaiah Joe, not what you saw in the first game, right? But Chet was better in this game. 11 rebounds, 15 points, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Clearly, he was much more assertive. Jalen Williams was much more assertive. He shot, I think, 6 of 11 from the field, 5 of 6 from free throw, 7 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks. You could see the defensive presence was there from the Thunder. SGA had 34 points on 11 of 13 shooting, perfect 11 of 11 from the free throw line, 8 dimes, 4 rebounds. It was very, very good. Lou Dort was 2 of 9 from 3, so not as good as he was in the first game. But my takeaway from the Thunder is they shot a lot better than they did in the first game, and defensively their impact was felt from the opening tip. And this is important because the Nuggets came back in game 1, and they executed a comeback and created a loss that could make a team really doubt themselves. And the Thunder did what they have to do. In fact, the Thunder are the only team of all of the favorites, right? So the Cavs, the Celtics, that came out and responded in game 2 in dominant fashion, right? The Celtics lost game 2 with execution problems at the end of the game, losing a big lead. The Cavs did the same thing, losing a big lead and losing it at the end. The Thunder didn't even give the Nuggets a chance. Like, the Nuggets pulled their guys. They pulled their starters. Aaron Gordon, 10 points. Joker, 17. 8 rebounds, 6 assists. He didn't have the impact he normally does. He didn't play the minutes they normally do. They brought in the bench. They submitted to defeat. Christian Brown, 3 points. Jamal Murray, 14. Their impacts weren't meaningful because defensively they were getting run. And Westbrook, 19 points off the bench. Really a wasted effort. He was 8 of 10 from the free throw line. But this game was lost early. They mailed it in, and they're moving on to game 3. So looking forward to game 3 for the Oklahoma City Thunder, if they are able to secure a victory in Game 3 in Denver, it changes the complexity of the series. Right now, you would say advantage Denver because they pulled off a win in Game 1 to steal a game from the Thunder and take home court advantage. But if the Thunder win Game 3, it's kind of shifts back in their favor. So I think the Thunder know what's at risk here. I think they understand what's on the line. And I think you're going to see a very focused team Game 3. They're going to look to steal a victory in Game 3 and then put the onus and the pressure onto the Nuggets in Game 4 to have to respond. One game at a time. This one's going to be good. I'm telling you guys, these series, they're going to stretch. This Nuggets and Thunder series is going 6-7 games. Same thing with the Knicks and the Celtics, in my opinion. I really do believe that. I understand that the Knicks have gone up 2-0, and I understand that the Pacers have gone up 2-0 against the Cavs. I don't think these teams are, I don't think they're going to lose their games moving forward. I think you're going to see some like boxing match style fights in these series. I think these teams are going to respond, and the Thunder are going to be looking to take control of the series, get that win in Denver. We'll see if Joker and the boys have anything to say about that. Anyways, tell me what you thought of the game. Tell me what you think of that blowout. 149-106. The Thunder were never really in it, but drop me your comments. Excited to read what you guys have to say. Like, share, subscribe. Check out some more of our videos. Thanks for watching. See you all on the next one.